I'm Ruth Groom. I've spent most of my life in Tasmania. I'm a nature enthusiast and have a really deep love and appreciation of Tasmania's nature and how unique and special this place is. Green spaces are little nature spots that people can access, usually in an urban or suburban setting. Particularly in Australia, those green spaces, whether they're coastal and you go to the beach or you live somewhere inland like we do in Launceston, they're also a massively important part of dealing with climate change because they actually bring the temperature down in built up areas. Green spaces mitigate that a little bit. They're also an amazing refuge sometimes for native species, but they're just so important for people's well-being. Punch Bowl Reserve is one of the spots that's been really close to me where I've lived. I lived in Kings Meadows for a while. That's a beautiful spot. It's like a karst system with the little cliffs and things. It's quite amazing just to have that so nearby. There's just a flood mitigation area. A local land care group planted a bunch of natives there, and it's not a big patch, but there's definitely native species that are thriving just in these little areas. And one thing that I've spotted in just this little strip of native are some spitfire larvae. It was quite amazing to come across those and all wrapped around the trunk of a tree. Tasmania is a really unique place in the world. The kind of forests that we have, the kind of landscapes we have are so special. And also because it was looked after by people here for 60,000 years without Europeans coming and trashing it. So there's some really special things left that aren't left in other places that had more interaction with the rest of the world. Fungi is really interesting, and it's not something I even thought about that much when I first started going bushwalking. A big percentage of Australian fungi, it's not even really named yet. It's an emerging part of natural science, I guess, that we've still got so much to learn about. Tasmania has amazing fungi. We have fungi that glows in the dark and all sorts of colours. There's a little Tasmanian Facebook group called Tasmanian Fungi. I think there's quite a few fungi groups like that around the world, but the Tasmanian one's wonderful to go and see. The pictures that are put up of the fungi that people find, little mushrooms and fungi that looks like coral and slime moulds. There's a slime mould called Fuligo septica, and its colloquial name is dog vomit slime mould because that's sort of what it looks like, but it moves like very slowly. You can't see it moving, but you can see where it's moved from. So fungi is like an alien creature in some ways, and there's lots we can learn about it. Tassie, you might not know, was where Landcare Australia started, in Liffey, not far away. And they're amazing groups. They do lots of work. They're the groups that plant quite a few of the trees in our reserves and things like that. I've got to utilise your green spaces because the more they're used, the less likely we are to lose them. Take people to them, pick up some litter if you see it, and make sure that if you see plans by council or developers that are likely to impact those green spaces, get on board and speak up and vote green.